What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Stubbs121 with Gamers Initiative, and we have some hot news that we have to drop right away because this is huge. This is really crazy. Thank you so much for coming back for not quite 7-minute news. We are covering some information today that has been kind of all the rage. A lot of other people have been talking about this like crazy. I mean, you're finding it on The Verge, you're finding it on CNN. Many other social streamers are talking about this as well too, because it's really big news. It really is. If you guys don't know, Bungie is actually being bought by PlayStation, by Sony basically, for what appears to be $3.6 billion. Now, I actually have my notes right next to me because I definitely want to make sure that I get all of my information correct. I don't want to present something to you that is incorrect because that is really bad journalism. But thank you guys so much for just being here. I really appreciate it. If you guys do want more information, if you guys want to see more information like this stuff, definitely subscribe down below. We would certainly appreciate it. Also, check out our links as well too down below for more information just like this. But let's get underway. Let's get talking. Now, if you guys don't know, Bungie was the creators of Halo as well as Destiny, and this is really big. This is really huge news for Destiny players as the new expansion is coming out very shortly, the Season of the Witch, and a lot of questions are being buzzed around right now, wondering if the Season of the Witch is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, if it's going to be first released specifically for PlayStation, and then a couple days later it's going to be released for everything else. A lot of really important questions are being presented like that in this stage right now as news is just starting to circulate. Now, Bungie's been acquired. It was acquired back in 2000 from Microsoft in June, actually, which started the whole Halo franchise as we know and as we love. They actually presented Halo with their 2001 Xbox, the original Xbox release, to resounding success, as you guys know as well too. And then couple years later, back in 2007, 6 years later, shortly after the launch of Halo 3, they had actually separated from Microsoft. Also producing, though, 2 more Halo games with Halo ODST and Halo Reach. Then, after that, they were actually picked up by Activision for a 10-year deal, which is really good. I mean, Activision back then was it still is. It's a very important industry. But if you guys want to check out more of kind of what's going on over there, you guys can check out the videos up above. But they were kind of a forefront. They were a good industry to kind of work with and stuff. It seemed like, they were leading pretty much everything with what is going on. After that, though, there was a really rough split between Bungie and Activision Blizzard that resulted then in Bungie finally having the capability to do its own thing. That's where they actually started the whole Destiny and then Destiny 2. And I think that was a big reason of why they split, is because Activision had a little bit, or they wanted a little bit more control when it came to Destiny. It would be very interesting if Bungie was still associated with Activision Blizzard, because they actually just got bought by Microsoft for $68.7 billion. So that means Bungie would be back in the hands of Microsoft. But that is not the case, because they separated many years ago, 6 years ago actually. Coming directly from PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan, he states, "First off, I want to be very clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher. As such, we believe it makes sense for it to sit alongside the PlayStation Studios organization. And we are incredibly excited about the opportunities and synergies for collaboration between these two world-class groups." As we said, Bungie was the creator of Halo, and it is currently being bought by Sony for $3.6 billion. Now, the reception has overall been positive so far, at least from PlayStation. PlayStation Studios head Herman Hulst had to say this: "I'm absolutely thrilled to announce a new member will be joining the PlayStation family. I've been a huge fan of Bungie for many years. I've admired and enjoyed the games that they create, and have great respect for their skill in building worlds that gamers want to explore again and again. Bungie makes games with outstanding technology that are enormously fun to play. They also have unmatched dedication to the communities that play their games, and everyone at PlayStation and PlayStation Studios will be excited about what they can share and learn from. I spent a great deal of time with the senior team at Bungie, and it is clear their experience and skills are highly complementary to our own. We will be ready to welcome and support Bungie as they continue to grow, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds for this incredible team." Now, again, that was Herman Hulst, the head of the PlayStation Studios. Like I said, a lot of really important questions are being buzzed around right now. Questions like, is Bungie going to become an exclusive specifically for PlayStation? Questions like, will Destiny 2 experience on non-PlayStation platforms be impacted by Bungie becoming part of PlayStation? A number of these questions were asked and were answered over at The Verge, which you can totally check out their website right here. But a number of questions were presented and answers were presented as well too. Questions like, as a Destiny 2 player, will Bungie becoming part of the PlayStation have an immediate impact on how I play and experience Destiny 2? PlayStation's response is, no, our commitment to Destiny 2 as a multi-platform game with full cross-play remains unchanged. We want you to play The Witch Queen on February 22nd, 2022 on the platform of your choice. That's huge. That is really, really important because so many people have already invested so much time and effort into, Destiny as a whole. And they want to maintain that. They certainly don't want to lose all of that which they've done to bounce it over to something else. More questions like, will Destiny 2 The Witch Queen include any platform exclusives? PlayStation's response, no, The Witch Queen will not contain any platform exclusives. Every player should have an amazing Destiny experience, no matter where you choose to play. Again, fantastic. That is awesome to hear because you're not going to get one thing better than the other thing for playing on a different platform, which we see a lot of different times. And a lot of studios are actually doing this as well too. They're getting first releases, they're getting exclusive content for just being on their platform. This is all really important stuff, so I'm really glad to see this so far. Another question that we're seeing. Bungie has future games in development. Will they now become PlayStation exclusives? PlayStation's response, no, we want the worlds we are creating to extend to anywhere people play games. We want to continue to be self-published, creatively independent, and we will continue to drive one unified Bungie community. Again, really great news. This is awesome. This is such fantastic news when it comes to being a Bungie player, someone that has invested your time, your money, your effort into something like this. As we said above, Bungie will remain independent. They will they'll publish their own games at this time. Will that change though? That is the big question. That's the big question on so many people's mind right now because it is so fresh. It is so brand new. Who knows? Maybe a year in, we might start seeing, exclusives only when Bungie starts producing possibly other games besides Destiny. We might see just exclusive PlayStation games. And that's okay. I mean, you have your own exclusive titles for your own exclusive consoles. Halo and Gears of War are specific to Xbox and PC, where you have God of War, you have Horizon Zero Dawn, which are specific to Sony, as well as Mario, Link, things like that, which are specific to Nintendo. That's just the name of the game. It really is. And where more industries are snagging up smaller studios and even larger studios like Bungie and Activision Blizzard, which was just acquired by Microsoft for $68.7 billion. Who knows? We're going to probably see that very shortly. And it's a matter of time before something like this does happen. So we're just going to have to kind of be ready for when it does happen. Does it happen in a year? Who knows? Does it happen in 5 years? I'm going to say most likely probably we're going to see that in 5 years. But what are your guys' thoughts on that? Are you guys looking forward to this, massive collaboration between Sony and Bungie? Are you looking forward to seeing what they have to present? I am. I'm super excited because I have right next to me my PlayStation 5, which I'm so excited that I actually do have. And if you guys want to check out pictures of it, as well as my new desk setup, you can definitely check that out over at Instagram as well too. But I'm really excited for this, but I'm also really nervous for this too, because there's a lot of people that want to play other games that they really can't because they've kind of focused and invested most of their time into Microsoft. Again, it drives the question that we talked about before. Is this going to be the norm? Are we going to see more studios like this picking up, smaller studios, bigger studios, things like that, and just being exclusives primarily for that? Who knows? I'm not 100% sure, but both Sony and Microsoft have made two massive moves on a chessboard. And if we're playing three-person chess, Nintendo hasn't made a move in quite a while, so I'm curious to see what they bring out. I really am, because these are two massive studios that were just picked up. Are we going to see something massive from Nintendo? I really, really do. I do, because I'm a Switch player as well too, but who knows? Well, that wraps it up for the news, guys. In a recap, Sony is buying up Bungie for $3.6 billion. More money than I will probably ever make in my entire life, but that's okay. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm curious to know what you guys are thinking about, what is buzzing through your mind with stuff like that. If you guys want to check out the sources, you guys can check those out down below as well too, where I'm getting all of my information. So please check that out down below. I certainly appreciate it. Like we always say, don't forget to be awesome and don't forget to love, because hell, we could always use it. And I'll be sure to catch you guys on the next video. This has been Stubbs121 with Gamers Initiative, and we'll see you guys then. Adios.